Hey everyone, and today I've got a demo of the game Trine 2, the complete story on PlayStation 4. This can be played in single player and multiplayer. One of the good things is that you can actually play multiplayer locally, so two of you can play on the same PlayStation, which is often sort of missed out in some of the later PlayStation games. So it's one of those games you can get along, just sort of play in the
valiant heroes. Chosen by a magical artifact called the Trine.
Now it's your typical sort of side-scroll game.
First of the three heroes,
you've got three heroes.
A wizard.
As you can hear, we've got Amadeus, the wizard. Now, throughout the game, you sort of get points, and you can build your characters to get more skills and abilities for the different characters you have. The wizard here, he has the ability to summon things like those planks and also like a box. He also has the ability, I guess, telepathy, so he can sort of control things with his mind. Not everything, but a lot of the stuff in the game, sort of game worlds. So the idea of this game is you have sort of three different characters. You've got this wizard here, you've got a little, what I think is an elf that's a bowman or an archer. And she sort of is good for swinging around and doing that sort of stuff.
Half ahead was blocked, but this wouldn't
and you've
stop
also
the
got
wizard,
a
Amadeus.
dwarf with a sword, I think
With
he
his
is.
magic, he could
And so the idea is to use the three of the different characters to get past obstacles and sort of puzzles in the world. As you can see here, I'm sort of conjuring a box and moving it around to allow me to get to the next bit. And yeah, so I'll just go through and show you some of the gameplay of the three different characters.
Leading Amadeus further. Torn between fear and wonder.
There we go, I need to use the old teleport to pick that up.
I demand to know what's happening.
Now, because this is the very beginning of the game, the puzzles and things are pretty simple, but as you get further and further into the game, they actually get quite complicated, and they can get pretty hard to do. So this guy's basically your brute force. He smashes and bashes things.
Devilry. I'll find him and teach him a lesson with my sword. Luck. There'll be pumpkin pie for dinner tonight.
Pontius searched the farm, but saw no one there.
The nasties must have fled at the sight of me. Oh!
So this guy also has a big hammer that you can use to smash things.
That looks dangerous. Wings. I'll show you what for. I'm Pontius the Brave, and I won't fall in a battle with dandelions.
Here we go, it's going to beat all these vines back.
The Trine!
Pontius had never understood.
So that was Pontius.
Late that night, Zoya was concealed
and
in
now
the shadows,
Zoya, this is the archer I was talking about.
Moonlight.
So one of the good things about this character, she actually has a grappling hook as well, which would be quite handy. So I'll show you that just up here. There we go.
Zoya passed through the town as quietly as a whisper.
So I'm just sort of rushing things here just so I can show you what's sort of next. And that's it. So after you've been introduced to the 3 characters, it actually allows you to use all 3 at once. Well, not at once, you sort of have the ability to swap between them.
So the Trine had come
So
for the
if you're playing on
heroes,
your own,
and the
you can only
adventure
use
was
one
ready to begin.
sort of hero or champion at a time, but
Amadeus
you have the
worried
option
for
to switch at any point. If you're playing with 2 players, then one of you needs to be sort of one of the 3 characters, the other one needs to be one of the other ones, and you can swap and switch between
Let the
yourselves.
adventure
So as you can see here, I'm just using
Where are
the L1 and
Where did the Trine
R1
bring
to
us?
change my characters.
Let's take a look around to find out.
And so now I can use a combination of all their abilities to get through this sort of puzzle world. Now as it gets more complicated, it actually is handy to have sort of more than one person, because sometimes it's basically a lot easier to get past certain puzzles with more than one hand involved. So you'll often find little sort of hidden gems like this that you can smash open with the dwarf guy. I see, I need to smash that vine with the... See, I can't move it at the moment, but if I get the other guy... Oh, there we go, we can just shoot him. Now that log rolls down, and I can use my telepathy to put it where I need it, so I can sort of get moving. Those little big oxygen bubble type water bubble things I just saw there, that's a checkpoint or a save point. Now you may come across these bits throughout the game, and what it is you want to get the water, this sort of natural water here, to go onto the plants, and that's going to help them to grow, and then that ultimately is also probably going to help you get to your next area in the game. So I'll just give you a demo of that. There we go, that allows me to get water over onto this little plant here.
This water is really powerful. I ought to see if it works on potatoes as well.
So as you can see, with different parts of the map, you obviously need the different characters. Now it's important to know that if any of your characters do die, you do get to use the next character in line, and whenever you reach a checkpoint, you then revive all your characters. If all 3 characters die before you reach the checkpoint, you have to go back to the previous checkpoint. So it's not all boring sort of puzzles and trying to figure it out. There's also some battle scenes, and each character, believe it or not, can battle in one way or another. As you can see, this guy can sort of use his mind to where he wants them, and the dwarf guy just beats them up, and the archer can obviously sort of shoot them down. So we've basically just gone through the first stage and introduced you to the 3 different characters. Like I said, it does get a lot harder as you get deeper into the game, but this gives you a good demo of what you're in for. Really fun game, good to play with friends, especially if that friend isn't particularly good at the more advanced sort of games. This is a game that sort of people of all gaming abilities seem to be able to play.